One of the things that we had to do when we adjourned in June was to pass an adjournment resolution. At the time, we thought that this would be the week before the redistricting votes, but then we made a decision to add another hearing and provide more public input, which required us to extend the redistricting hearing, but we had already passed the adjournment resolution. So we're doing the skeleton session. People will not be here. We're really encouraging folks not to even accept pay, except for today. They came back because it was a rejoining day, but we don't even expect many members to be here except for the committees that will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. The Constitution requires us, once we're in session, and we are back in session as a result of the adjournment resolution, to adjourn at least every 4 days while we're in session. So that's the only reason for the skeleton sessions next week.
Next week's when we're going to see some action.
Next week you'll see the action in committee on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The following week, July 25th, is when you'll see all of the votes taken over that 4-day period.
Got some veto overrides, foregone conclusion in the Senate if they choose to vote and stay on party line. Over here a little more interesting. What about that issue of all the bills you could or could not take up?
The Senate will pass out every veto override today, I'm told. Their goal is to go ahead and take the votes today when they adjourn. I think they adjourned at the same time. We are working on votes. I mean, you have to understand, we had several vetoes that had 115 to nothing, 44 to nothing, 104 to 12. Very strong bipartisan votes. So those are the ones we're looking at, and we'll most likely take a look at taking up some or all of those.
Do you go after the controversial ones where you're maybe 4 votes short of a veto override?
We're going to work on voter ID. We intend to take a vote on that, vote up or down. We've got work to do there, but that is a bill that 75% of the citizens of North Carolina say they want, and we want folks on record as either supporting it or opposing it.
On the schedule side of this, all that will come the 4th week of July as well, as part of the redistricting and all those votes?
The voter ID bill will certainly be taken up in the week of the 25th. The other ones are going to be really subject to what we have as a vote count. You know, what we're going to do is we've just created items on the calendar that will be unfinished business, and they may remain on the calendar until the end of 2012, subject to our ability to get the votes.
Thank you, Speaker.